Okay, what I did there, we're concentrating on thirds today. And the way I treat thirds, there are chord tones and then there are passing tones. So I try to look at the chord that I'm playing over at the time. And you'll get an example of this on the post that I put on yesterday, or Sunday rather. And that was the 10th. So what I did for this, for measures 1 and 2, it goes from G to C. So that was the octave to the G7 to the C, and this is a 6. But then I went to a G7. Okay, and this G7 I guess would be coming out of a 5th position, I guess. But anyway, I'm on the 15th fret of the B string with my 3rd finger. That's a D note, and here's my F note on the 13th fret. And it's a G7 chord. If we did it down here, it would look like this. Let me see. Okay, so. And I did that for 2 measures. Let me see. Did it for measure 3 and measure 4. And then I went to the 4 chord on measures 5 and 6. And what I've got here is I go to a C7 chord, and I'm using thirds. Okay, and this is like I said, it's C7 chord, and the 8th fret is 8th fret. I have the 3rd finger on the B string. That's a G note, and then I have the 1st finger on the 6th fret of the E string. That's the B flat dominant 7. So I'm playing the 5 and excuse me, yeah, I'm playing the 5 and the dominant 7 together, and then I shoot up here to the 10th fret, and I've got the 3rd finger on the B string, 11th fret, that's the B flat, and then I have the middle finger on the 10th fret of the E string, that's a D. So we could really, we could call that a C9 chord. That's what I'm playing over. That's how I'm treating it, okay? So I've got 13th fret, my G7, I go down to the 6th fret, I have my C7, then I come up here and I have my C9 on the 10th fret. Okay, now it's time to go back to the G, I think for measures 7 and 8, and I go back to the F7 chord, and I hold that for 2 measures. No, 2 measures? 2 measures or 1 measure? Maybe 1 measure. And then I go, yeah, that's it for 7. 1 measure, and then I shoot down here, and I use this same fingering on the 10th fret and the 11th fret, but this time I'm going to treat this as a G9 sharp 7, or excuse me, a G7 sharp 9. Okay, so to me that's legal to put in there. So now I've done 7 and 8, so let me do this again. All right, so we're measure 3, measure 4, measure 5, measure 6, measure 7, measure 8. Okay, and I'll play this again and see what we come up with. Remember, measures 1 and 2 are a G and a C, and I start off with an octave and I work my way to a 6 chord. Okay, so let me see, we'll do it again. Here we go. Okay, so the extra stuff that I threw in there, this turnaround, or measures 9 and 10, I've bent to a 6th note. I've done a lesson on this. Bending to the 6th of D, and then I'm bending to the 6th of C, and then I do my turnaround. So that's. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm getting confused now. Yeah, I used this for a turnaround, but you can also use these riffs for measures 9 and 10 also. It depends. Okay. So let me go ahead and review everything. I'll play it one more time, and then we'll call it quits before I get confused, which isn't too hard. Okay, so I hope you understand thirds a little bit better, or how I'm using it, and you can listen, like I said, if you go to my posting on June 10th on Facebook, you'll hear me do this. Okay guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.